There's only one morning left in this Airbnb, so I'm going to do an honest review to show you if it's worth it. So the front door is there, with a very lovely view through the glass. And the first thing when you walk in, you get some coat hooks up here. And this is the main hallway. Shoe rack down there. And a wardrobe just plonked in the middle of the hallway. It's probably quite hard to see, but there is a wardrobe there. It looks like there's some extra amenities, such as a pillow and some pegs, should you do any washing whilst you're here. It's a bit of a random place to have a wardrobe, I must admit. And then there's a torch in case of an emergency, and if you needed it in the dark. With a fruit bowl there. And then on the right is a kitchen. The missus is cooking a fry up, so I won't go in there for now. And then there's a bathroom on the right hand side, which I'll show you later. Now, first impressions when you walk in here is how much light the room lets in, how much natural lighting there is, which we thought was really good. Now, this is the layout that you walk into when you first have the room. And for big TV watchers like ourselves, the TV is quite small in comparison to realistically where you'd be sitting to watch TV. So, as an example, this. It may look a bit closer on camera, but if you're trying to watch something, it does make it quite difficult. So we did rearrange the room, and I will put a picture up to show what we rearranged it to. Now, there is plenty of seating, and the sofas are very, very comfy. You've got a nice little fireplace there. And you've got some nice statues on the windows. This one is of a pigeon. And just the greenery that you can see out of all these windows is just absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if the camera's doing it justice. And there's a car. You can park right outside the property. And then we've got some snacks and a fruit bowl here. These were snacks that we bought ourselves, although there was some shortbread, coffee, milk, all left for us upon arrival. Then here, these were actually on the table in the middle here. We have firstly a disclaimer for using the hot tub, which I've never seen before, but it was just to acknowledge that if we injured ourselves, then we can't sue them, essentially. In here, a load of rule book on how to actually use the hot tub. It was very simple to use, which was good because neither of us have ever really used one before. So that was handy. And then we've also got another book here on various things such as Wi-Fi code, how to use DVD player, TV, any instructions like that on the fire, departure information, which is actually going to be handy for us today, emergency contacts for different trades, recommendations of close restaurants, in the event of a fire, what to do, and then a lot of safety certificates to prove that they are compliant, as well as a fire risk. So it's a lot that they've gone into, and it is a no smoking property. But next up, I will show you the bathroom. So if you go through here, in the living room. First door on the left is the bathroom. One thing we kept doing, and I don't know why, because the kitchen is just there. And we kept walking into the kitchen, thinking it was the bathroom, walking into the bathroom, thinking it was the kitchen. So, it's not a bad sized bathroom, as you can see. It's got a lovely window in there. Again, so much natural light can come in here. Although one thing we did nearly get caught out on a couple of times was going to the toilet with the blinds open, and yeah, anyone walking past can see you. Got a drying rack in front of the radiator for towels, and for example, we've got our swimming costumes on there. And then the shower here. And I must admit, it's a lovely shower. As you can see, it's got a big rainfall head and then a detachable one there to help you wash. I reckon about 3 people could fit in there. Shout out, walk with me, Tim. Next up is the kitchen. And then last but not least, before the bedroom, this is the kitchen. And it's quite a small kitchen, but bear in mind this Airbnb is only intended for a couple of people. Although they do say there is an extra room upon request. Now, on the back of the door, you have an ironing board, fire blankets there as well. And here we've got our table. And this is where they left the shortbread, which we haven't actually touched, although we might take home. We're left with a teapot, different sort of coffees, including some Starbucks. That's not the Starbucks one, that's M&S. But there were Starbucks coffee pods, I'm sure there were somewhere. Not too sure where. Got a washing machine, which can be handy if you intend to do any washing. A dishwasher in here. All sorts of glasses and mugs, whatever you may need. Lots of different options of tea. Salt as well there, and pepper. Then different seasonings down there. The mayo, ketchup, oil and Nando's sauce we bought ourselves, but this whole seasoning rack came included. Look at the view out there. We'll never get bored of this view. I could come back here just for that alone. This knife board we're obsessed with. It's a magnetic one. Makes it look very nice design. It's a bit of a state at the moment, just because the missus is cooked a fry up as mentioned, and we've now eaten said fry up. Got a microwave here, and then fridge and freezer with plenty of space, as well as the bin. Just look how much space is in there. Got a few different bits of food and drink left over. Toaster. One thing we did notice was missing, which would have been very handy, is a pair of tongs. You don't know how useful a pair of tongs are until you don't have them. And then different things in here. And one thing which we did notice about this, I have a lot of ant killers products in there. So I can only assume they've had a problem with ants before. And then coffee machine, as well as a kettle, if you prefer your coffee the typical way, so to speak. So yeah, that's about it for the kitchen. Nothing spectacular, but it certainly does the job. And like I say, I just love the lighting that comes in here everywhere. I'll never get bored. Next up, I'll show you the bedroom. So that is the bedroom. So that is the living room, sorry. All our stuff ready to go. And here is the bedroom. Keeping throughout the theme. Lovely windows in here. Lights coming in from all sorts of angles. One facing this way as well. Nice little outdoor bit to sit in and chill. They do provide cushions for these, although we didn't really use it much. Every time we went outside, we used the hot tub. And then the door leading to the back, I've already got a clip of this going to the hot tub to show what that is like. And the hot tub's over there. Their house is actually through the bushes, just there, connected to this bit, but it is separate at the same time. They provide hot tub towels, so separate to the bathroom ones. And then there were also some towel robes, sort of like a dressing gown. And then here is the bed. Obviously it's a bit crumpled up and we need to actually strip this before we leave. The time is about 5 to 11, so we're checking out in 5 minutes. We don't have a long time, but bed served as well, very comfortable. One thing we did keep doing was banging our toes and knees on the sides. I don't know why, but the mattress, the bed frame sort of sticks out beyond the mattress. So my only one complaint is when it's this sunny, the curtains aren't the best at stopping the light coming in, but it didn't affect us too much. We wanted to be up early anyway, making the most of it. 2 bedside lamps and hooks up there as well. So all in all, very nice bedroom, very comfortable stay, and again, would happily come back here. So the bed is here, and if we turn around, we actually have an own door leading to the hot tub. There it is. .39 degrees at the moment. The ideal temperature for it is 40. And then just through here, you can connect it to a speaker. So very good. So, time has come to say goodbye. That is the end of our trip, unfortunately, and our stay in the Airbnb. Was it worth the money? Absolutely. It was the most beautiful place you can imagine from the outside. Something that's actually affordable as well. We'd love to come back and hope to be back purely for the hot tub alone. And yeah, all I can say is I want to live here. Goodbye.